Okay, so what I did here was just zoom in a little bit. I created a new document, zoom in a little bit so we can kind of go over specifically these pages and how we're going to be backlinking them with these Web 2.0 sites, as well as talk about the anchor text that we're going to be using when we're linking to these individual pages. Now, in the previous video, we talked about using these Web 2.0 sites. And again, I'm going to give you the ones that I like the most, are Rebel Mouse, Twitter, WordPress.com, and Weebly, as well as Blogspot. And the reason that I like these 5 more than I do some of the other ones is for the simple fact that that they're not known for banning my sites. I mean, WordPress has gotten more aggressive with the whole banning thing, but the others, I've not had any sites banned at the time of this video, and that's very important because you don't want the sites to get, you build authority to them and then they vanish. They vanish on you. So then that way that means you're going to have to either rebuild something or you're going to possibly lose rankings and whatnot. So we want to do things that we can control. That's why, another reason why we develop Rank Goal, like I was talking about, so you can use the Web 2.0 properties within Rank Goal. But just let me kind of explain how this works. So basically, we're wanting to boost this particular page of the Phantom reviews. Okay, now this can be like products that Phantom has, like the Phantom 3. This could be the Phantom 3 review, and you give a lengthy detail and description. I'm not going to go over a whole lot on the on page. Just realize, obviously you need decent content because this is going to be your money site. You want it to have a good, strong call to action, and you want there to be lengthy content to cover multiple aspects of whatever it is that you're trying to discuss. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set up these Web 2.0s. And another reason we're doing the Web 2.0s is we can have more diversity to our backlinking as well. Instead of it just all being like our PBNs and WordPress and whatnot, then we can have a different platform. And these sites, again, they have authority already built to them, and we can borrow that authority from those to transfer over to our site. So let me just draw these out real quick. So let's just say we're going to set one up with Rebel Mouse. Okay, so let me go down here and see if I can find a different. We're just going to do this box one here just so we can kind of keep everything separate here. So when you do Rebel Mouse, like in some of the videos that I showed you before, you've seen that I use a Rebel Mouse page. What we would do is we would set up a page off of Rebel Mouse. Our username would be something like Phantom 2 or Phantom Reviews. Okay, it would be something like that. If we're trying to build a link to this particular page, then what we want to do is we want to have a username that is relevant to this particular page. And the reason why that's important is because Google is looking at relevancy. And the more relevant this Rebel Mouse page is to what we're linking to, the better off we're going to be. Now, when you're doing these Web 2.0 sites to supplement your PBN, what you want to realize as well is the more content you post on these right here, the quicker they're going to get indexed. So if you can start off with more than just one post, if you can do like 2 or 3 posts, the better off you're going to be. Google's going to find it quicker, and this is going to actually build up the trust in this page quicker than what if you were to just build one page out and leave it. Okay. So what we would do is if we're trying to build this particular page up right here, we're going to we would link to this, right? And what we would do is we would have a anchor text that's something related to this. Okay, so maybe it's something like quadcopters investigates Phantom reviews or something like that. So with that being said, you've got a brand, right? You've got your brandable. This will be your anchor text linking to here. You've got your brand anchor in addition to one of your keywords that you're trying to link to. And the reason why I want to do that is I want to mix up the anchor text. Okay, I don't want all the same anchor text going to this particular page. Now, what I want to do is I want to try to reserve my money anchors that I really want to rank for. I want to try to reserve those for my PBN. Okay, because chances are my PBN is going to be the highest authority, the highest quality site that I have. So I want my money keywords that I'm trying to rank for, I want to try to reserve those for my PBN. So when we're using these Web 2.0s, we can actually mix up the anchor text a little bit and use some brand anchors, so that way we're not hitting it with over optimization. So like, let's say this instance we do the Rebel Mouse thing, right? So the next one, what we would do is, let me change the color of this just so we can keep up with it. So the next one, what we would do is we might do, I talked about this earlier, you can use get response pages and Aweber pages if you want as well. Maybe some of you may have a get response account, but you can publish a post or an email on that and make it public, visible online. You can do that. So in this instance, we're going to use something different. We're going to be using we're going to use Blogspot. Okay, so in this case, blogspot.com or Blogger. A lot of people know it as Blogger. So let's say we're wanting to build up this page right here, this Phantom, just a Phantom page, right? So what we would try to do is we would try to include like the keyword as our username or our site name, okay? And if you can't come up with, this exact, it's no big deal. Just include something else like a partial match on it. So djiphantomguide.blogspot.com, okay? If you're targeting the Phantom 3, you might want to put phantom3.blogspot.com, okay? So you just want this, again, this username, you just want it to be somewhat relevant to what the page that you're posting to, okay? So now what we would do here is we would link to this page, okay? So now we basically created two of these Web 2.0 properties, and we're linking to the inner pages that we're trying to rank. So now let's say we're wanting to we want to rank for this price, where we're trying to build something out to this price. So what we can do is we can use, again, another one of our properties, WordPress.com. We'll use WordPress.com in this one. So you could do like Phantom 3 pricing or Phantom 3 best price. And again, you would then turn around and link to this page here, okay? Now, again, this is crucial that you get your anchor text right, because like in this case, when we linked from this page to this page, our anchor text was quadcopters, Phantom investigates, Phantom reviews. And what we want to do is we want to include, put that right there so you can see that. What we want to do is we want to, like I said, have a base. What's good is if we can have a base of anchors that's not our primary keyword. So then that way when we go to our PBNs, we can use our money keywords and have more power and more juice. That, guys, that's the real ninja stuff when it comes to doing some of this linking stuff, is getting your anchor text just right. So what we can do here is we can do just a naked URL, and it would be something like this. Okay. Gotta stretch that out there. Let me just try to shrink the text here. I don't know why that's not wanting to show here, but let me. We're going to delete that, and we're just going to create it again. Sorry about that. Just want to be sure that we get this right here. So that this is the anchor text again. We're just mixing it up. And what this would just be a naked URL, okay? And again, this is just to mix up the anchor text. So that way, when we start linking with our PBNs, we can go for, like I said before, we can go for the money keyword and not be over-optimized. All right, so now let's go right here to this blog spot where we're targeting price. You can see this right here. We're targeting price. We would just also have, you know, I would like to do we could do a brand URL, a brand name, which in this case would be quadcopter so that way you've got a brand and you've got your keyword kind of mixed in, smashed in with your brand. And this is going to give us, like I said, a base set of links that are not our keyword. Now, I would do the same. I would create another one of these for the parts page. And what you can do is you can link these, right? You can link these because what's going to end up happening is, like, let's say maybe Rebel Mouse gets indexed faster than the Blogspot, or the Blogspot gets what are we going to do this one as? We're going to do this one as WordPress. Let me go back here. So let's say the Blogspot gets indexed faster than the WordPress. So we can link some of these together, right? So if you wanted to link to this page right here, you can also link to this one, and then this one can link to this one right here. Okay. Now you don't want to link back. You just want to link one to the next to the next. So that way it's going to help that link juice flow to your other properties, right? And you can use, on this one, you can use like naked URLs, as well as you can use a mixture of your keywords to link to like this Rebel Mouse page and link to this Blogspot page. So we've got this done so far. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this for each of our pages, right? We're going to do this for each one of our pages. And what's going to happen is over time, this authority is going to continuously build. Now, what we can do here is, we talked about before, adding social signals, Facebook shares, that sort of thing. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. I don't want to zoom out too much so you can't see what we're doing here. This is starting to get a little hairy. So what you can do is send these shares and send these Facebook likes to these properties that you have here. Okay. Now, another thing that you can do to build the authority of these pages right here, another thing you can do is to use the Web 2.0 feature in Rank Gold. We talked about that a little bit, and that's something that I'm personally doing. And so what we would do here is we would just add, let me try to move these up a little bit. That's going to mess up the whole thing. I'll just move this over. So what we can do is we can use the Web 2.0 feature in Rank Gold to link to these other properties, right? So we can use that to link. And when I'm pointing this basically means all of these Web 2.0 properties, like WordPress.com, like Blogspot, like Rebel Mouse. And again, I use a mixture of these. I don't use the same ones all over again. Also, if you're doing local websites, if you're doing local websites, you can also mix in some citation pages as well. So like your Yelp listings, if you've got something on the Yellow Pages, these are also good local, good pages to build off of with local. You can also use a Twitter page on this right here too. And in one of the next videos, I'm going to show you how to automate the Twitter process to where you're not having to go in and manually post to Twitter all the time. So we use the Web 2.0s in Rank Gold. We're going to boost these pages up. Now, if you're wanting to add even another tier, and again, this could be something that you can do over time. If you're wanting to add another tier, you can add automated tools. And what we're referring to as automated tools are Magic Submitter and GSA and SE Nuke. Okay? And what you can do here is you can add these tools. Let me do this. Okay, whichever one is your favorite. I use GSA primarily now. But again, whenever I'm using these automated tools and I'm using it for, say a client, if I were going to use it on a client website or a long-term money site, then this needs to be further down on the tiers. Okay, so like what we're showing you here, you notice this isn't touching my money site. It's not even anywhere close. So if you're doing this, you've got your PBNs to be your first tier, as well as these Web 2.0 sites. Then you've got Rank Gold would be a second tier, and then you've got the automated tools. This would be like a third and fourth tier right here, okay? So that's what we would do in order to boost these Web 2.0 properties up even more. Now, like I was saying before, when you're linking from your PBN, the main thing you want to keep in mind is we want these, we want to have a good mixture of anchors. So I like to use these mixture of anchors within the Web 2.0 sites because they're not as powerful, they're not as strong. And then whenever we link from our PBN, I want to try to link more using my my money keywords or my money anchors. That's going to actually do better, and you're going to get more juice from it. Now I still want to mix those up. I still don't want to have like a large a large portion of my links. The majority of the links need to be brands. They need to be naked URLs, and you just want a small percentage of those to be your money keywords. And when I say a small percentage, I mean like 5%. Okay, 5% of your overall anchors need to be some of your money keywords. And so what I would do is I would mix these up and not spread myself too thin, but don't go too heavy on that because you can get penalized for over optimization. But keep your money keywords to be able to link from your higher authority private blog network. So if you've got like a PR3, PR4, PR5 site that you've bought, well, guess what? That needs to be the main site that you're using for your primary money keyword, okay? So this is the automated authority building linking formula or linking structure. Hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to hearing your success stories. In addition to this, we had our Facebook, Twitter profiles, and YouTube channel. If you recall, in the previous video, we had all those, and that they were actually, those were linking to our home page or to our money site. We can also link from these Web 2.0s. We can link to this, to our Twitters, to our YouTube, our Facebook, and we can also link from our PBNs. We can throw in a mixture of, to add some diversity, we can also link out to these pages as well. And what that's going to do is that's going to build authority to our Facebook account, our Twitter profile, as well as our YouTube videos, which then the links are going to flow back to our money site. So, hope this makes sense and shows you exactly how to build an authority website over time. And look forward to hearing your success stories. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can automate some of the tasks with Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn. See you in the next video.